Do you believe in manifestation? For some, it sounds like magic. For others, it sounds like nonsense. But here's what I've learned, both from coaching clients and in my own life. Manifestation works, but not in the way that most people think. In this video, I'm going to break down how manifestation really works and why it fails for so many people. We're going to walk through a simple 3-step reality rewiring process I use with my clients to connect vision with action. And at the end, I'll give you a 1-question test you can use today to see whether you're actually manifesting or just mentally recycling your fears. Let's start with the truth about why manifestation fails. Most people think it's about saying affirmations, making vision boards, writing a list of goals, and waiting for the universe to drop it in their laps. Those tools can be useful, but they're surface level. Here's the reality. You don't manifest what you write down. You manifest what you believe and how you behave as a result of that belief. You don't get what you want. You get what your nervous system expects. If you're affirming, I'm successful, but deep down you feel you're unworthy. If you're visualizing wealth, but you're always acting like you're broke. If you're affirming, I'm successful, but deep down you believe you're unworthy. If you're visualizing wealth, but you always act like you're broke, you're not manifesting the life you want. You're reinforcing the life you already have. And that's why the first pillar of this process is intention. Step 1, get clear about what you want. I want a new career. I want more confidence. I want a relationship that actually feels good. That part is what most people can do. But here's the trap. Intention alone changes nothing. If the identity that's driving the intention is the same one that created your current life, you'll just keep looping back in the same place. That's why we have step 2, which is identity. This is where most people's manifestation practice just falls apart. If your vision is bold, but your identity is insecure, it's still people-pleasing, you're still afraid to fail, you'll unconsciously block the very thing you're looking for. Manifestation is not about forcing an outcome, it's about becoming a version of yourself that naturally creates that outcome. And here I want to give you a mental picture. Imagine if Warren Buffett or Bill Gates were suddenly dropped into your body, into your life. Same home, same bank account, same network, same constraints. Do you think they'd stay stuck? Of course not. They'd rise, they'd adapt, they'd create opportunities and move forward. And here's the kicker, they'd be using the exact same resources that you have. The difference isn't the environment, it's the identity that's running the show. They operate from beliefs like, I can figure this out, every problem has a solution, I'm a creator of value. Those beliefs will shape emotions like certainty, curiosity, resilience. And those emotions will shape actions like consistency, boldness, intentional. And those actions will create results. That's the loop. And that's why when we talk about manifestation, the real work is unlocking the identity which matches your vision, not just hoping the vision comes true. So ask yourself, what will the future version of me think today? What will they tolerate? What will they stop tolerating? What decisions will they make? Because when you start acting from that place, you send a message to your brain. This is who we are now. You need to catch up. Which leads us to step 3, implementation. This is where manifestation becomes practical. You stop waiting for the universe to prove it's working. You start to take actions that match the belief that it's already yours. You want a new career, you apply, you network, you learn, you pitch as if you belong there already. You want financial freedom, you make spending, saving and earning decisions. Like someone who's in control, not someone who's just scrambling. You want confidence, show up in rooms, speak and act before you feel ready. The biggest differences between dreamers and creators. Creators will act from the identity they want before the results appear. Let me give you an example. One of my clients wanted to make a career change. She wrote affirmations, she made a vision board, nothing changed for months. Why was that? That's because her identity was still, I'm not qualified. Her actions matched that identity. She played small, she avoided opportunities, she didn't apply for jobs. Once we start to shift that identity to, I'm valuable, I'm ready to grow, I can learn anything I need. She started to show up differently. She reached out to people. She sent better applications. She asked better questions. And within weeks, opportunities began to open up. That wasn't magic. That was alignment. Her belief changed. Her emotions changed, which meant her actions changed, which meant her reality changed. So here's a test I promised at the start. Ask yourself right now, what would change today if I fully believed this thing I wanted was already mine? How would I speak? How would I show up? What would I stop doing? What would I start doing? If you can answer these questions and start living that way, even in small, simple steps, you're manifesting in a real sense, because manifestation is not about sitting still and hoping. It's about becoming the version of you who can naturally create and sustain what you're asking for. So here's the truth. Manifestation without identity shift and action is just daydreaming. Manifestation with identity shift and action, that's creation. You're always manifesting. Your thoughts, emotions, and behaviors are constantly shaping your personal reality. So if you want a new reality, you have to start by upgrading your personality. That's creating it. If this resonated, press subscribe. I share mindset tools every week to help you break loops, step into alignment, and create momentum. If you want help building your future identity and career plan, there's a link below for a free starter call. Stop asking the universe and start becoming the version of you it's been waiting to meet. You're not here to wish, you're here to build. So let's get started.